So what is the best handgun caliber if you had to pick just one? And why is it 38 special? Welcome back to Bulletin Brass, folks. We are continuing our what if for ammo choice, cartridge choice, caliber choice. If you had to pick one handgun caliber for the rest of your life, you could only use one, the exception being for handgun hunting, where we're trying not to handicap this. We're trying to keep it open for any caliber to at least compete, which means that for handgun hunting, you can use whatever you want. Uh, this is purely hypothetical. It can get silly, it can get ridiculous. The last one we did was 45-70. Yeah, not exactly a traditional handgun round, right? So we're going the other way this time. We are backing up to one of its contemporaries, 38 Special. So this is another round that came out in roughly the same era, a little later, and started life very briefly in its case as a black powder round. 38 Special was a black powder only round for the first year of its life. And then very quickly, as it gained popularity, went smokeless. And for a number of years, it was still available in black powder. I know people still reload it or hand load it in black powder. That's a thing. In fact, one of the most common uses these days is cowboy action shooting, where pretty popular as a black powder load. So while I'm here talking to the camera, why aren't you subscribed? Why haven't you clicked like on this video? Why? Why ask why? Just do it. Come on. It really helps the channel out. It really makes a big difference in not just having you here more often because you see the video come up in your subscription feed. It helps YouTube decide that, hey, this is a worthwhile channel. Maybe I should show it to other people. So please give me a Christmas present a little early. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it, guys. Happy holidays. So why 38 Special? I mean, I guess the question is, why not? With the right load, it is surprisingly powerful. You can get very powerful self-defense loads in 38 Special. You can get really light loads. You can get super gentle target loads. You can get training loads. This is all just from the factory. You can go from mild to wild. There are a wide variety of revolvers in this cartridge. You can get Derringers. There are some oddball single shot things. It's just a very readily available caliber that has been around forever. We're literally going on 150 years almost, 140. It was late 1800s. Anything you want to do with a handgun, somebody probably makes 38 Special ammo, or there's a hand load for it available, like, a recipe for it. It does it all pretty well. Now, there's almost always things that are better, but remember, you got to pick one. So you need one that can cover all of your needs. Doesn't have to be somebody else's needs, just yours. If you're hand loading, it can be an extremely affordable round. Factory ammo is a little expensive now because it's I wouldn't want to say it's a niche round, but it's not as common and popular as it used to be. So ammo's getting up there if you're buying factory ammo, but still not bad. You're not talking 357, you're not talking 44 Magnum, 41 Magnum, anything like that. It's still one of the more affordable revolver rounds. Revolvers are available in a wide variety of sizes. You can get this in everything from a scandium frame Smith & Wesson that weighs about as much as the ammo you're putting in it, all the way up through large frame revolvers with full ribbed barrels, optics, and everything else, like whatever you want to do. To be fair, most of the popular options these days are either very compact revolvers or traditional single action revolvers for cowboy action shooting. It seems to be the two ends that are really popular right now. Like I said, 38 Special is one of those rounds that really, it's the versatility. It's not that it's so great at something. It's that if you pick a task, you can get ammo for it. You can make the round fit that job. And that is so nice. It lets you have one caliber, particularly if you're a hand loader. You're loading one caliber, and with a couple little changes, you can go from, oh hey, I want target loads to take my my kid or my grandkid or my niece or nephew, or this new shooter I'm introducing to firearms or handguns. You can go from that to, hey, I need something that is at least not totally useless in bear country, because you can hot load 38 Special to the effectively to effectively plus P plus. I cannot talk this morning. It is Christmas Day. I have not been drinking yet. I just can't talk. But to plus P plus with hard cast lead bullets or a bonded jacketed soft point or something. Yeah, I mean, is it a 44 Magnum? No, but you got a smaller diameter bullet and you can get it going pretty darn fast, especially out of a 6 or 8-inch revolver. I've already mentioned that it's very popular for cowboy action shooting, but historically it was the #1 round for everything. Other than rimfire, for handguns, it really was the most popular round in the U.S. From shortly after its introduction on, it became very popular and continued. Right up until the mid to late 80s, it was the most common law enforcement round, probably one of the most common self-defense rounds, and was at the forefront of ammo innovation. That was it. That was what you used. If you were looking for a carry gun, anything else was odd. You were shooting some European round. You were shooting some mouse gun. You were shooting a really powerful gun like the 45, or later a 44 Magnum. 357 Magnum developed from 38 Special relatively late in its life. In the pursuit of more power, more speed, because 38 Special is a low pressure round. It's a black powder round. When they wanted more from it, they eventually hit the wall of these cases aren't designed for this kind of pressure. There are a lot of guns not designed for this kind of pressure. We need to take the next step, right? Most people don't need that much power. 38 Special plus P plus in a modern engineered handgun with modern materials can really be more than most people want to handle. I know that when I shoot mine, I have a lightweight frame Ladysmith. Forget plus P plus. I don't want to shoot plus P. Like even with a larger rubber grip, it's brutal. Now, do I carry it that way? Sure. But I don't go to the range and practice a ton with that kind of ammo. Your hand hurts at the end of it. So it would be hard to imagine a scenario where 38 Special couldn't meet the needs of a reasonably competent pistol shooter. Self-defense, target, recreation, competition, almost anything doesn't require vastly more power or vastly more capacity. The main limitation is going to be you might get 8 rounds in a really big revolver. Like 6 is kind of normal, 5 is common in smaller ones. A lot of modern competition, that is just not enough unless your name is Jerry Mikulik. You just don't reload fast enough to make that practical. But there's also a lot of competition out there, a lot of recreational shooting out there where round count is artificially limited in ways that make 38 Special very competitive and very worthwhile. Certainly for non-competition use, it is 100% still one of the best rounds out there. And for self-defense, it's one of the most popular choices still. If you don't want to carry a semi-auto, 38 Special it's up there. So anyway, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, take it easy everybody, and try some a little non-traditional, guys. Go back and look at some historic stuff and see if it still meets your needs.